everyone, it's Emma and Shane. Today we are here with our guide to which ride to skip at Universal Orlando. Let's get started.
We will be taking a good look at all the attractions in the studio side of the park in this edition. So if you're on vacation, have a limited time scale, or even only have one day to visit the park, this guide will maximise your time and tick off them top attractions.
Now, we always say Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure could be 2 days into your vacation, or maybe even 3. And every year the parks are getting bigger and bigger,
with new attractions, shows and events, and in 2025 it's set to explode with the opening of Epic Universe, Universal's brand new theme park. It's only going to get even more busier.
So if you're like us, you want to hit up all the awesome attractions and shows such as E.T. and Men in Black. But we know if Universal is really busy and every single attraction is over 60 minutes, your plans can go right out the window.
So we have made this video to help you with your decisions when planning your theme park day. We'll let you know our personal favourite attractions, what we would personally wait and why.
Now, before we dive right in, we know everyone comes to Universal for different reasons.
Some of you may have small children and can't ride the bigger coasters. Some of you can't ride the big rides because they terrify you, like Rip Ride Rocket. And some of you guys aren't VR ride fans. So this video is our guide based on our own opinions and what we've experienced within Universal Studios.
Sometimes when you go to these big theme parks, it can be overwhelming with so much to do and literally you want to do everything. So in this video, we're going to give you the lowdown on everything Universal Studios Florida.
Let's head right in to our first attraction, number 1. Despicable Me Minion Mayhem is a cinema-style ride where you go on an adventure with the Minions as Gru shrinks you down. This is a kid-friendly attraction with the option for child swap. Like I said before, this is a cinema-style ride. Now you can request stationary seating.
Now, one tip we always say, now this attraction is at the beginning of the park, so it can get really busy. So normally we say if you really want to do this attraction, try later on in the day and make sure you download the Universal app for the updates.
Now, this isn't one of our top list attractions because there is other attractions very similar, if not better, already in Universal. After all, it is just a cinema with a very limited motion. But if you love your Minions, this is the attraction for you guys. Us personally wouldn't wait any more than 20 to 30 minutes for this attraction. Now, we have given each attraction a traffic light system, green being great for the families, and the amber is a medium attraction, slightly more intense than the green, and red being more your thrill attractions.
Number 2, Hollywood's Rip Ride Rocket. Now, this roller coaster is one of the only ones visible at Universal Studios Florida, and we actually really love this attraction, and I think a lot of people actually forget about it. Now, this attraction can get quite busy. Like I said, I think it's because it's quite visible, so a lot of people go straight to it. One of the rides that I would definitely recommend doing. One of the unique things about this, like we said, is the music. You can fly around listening to your favourite music. There's so much music to choose from. One of my favourites is Fergie. There's 3 reasons why we love this attraction. The first one is the views, the second is you get to pick your music, and 3, the length of the coaster. It is quite a good length of ride compared to a lot of other attractions that are only maybe 60 seconds long.
Child swap is available for this ride. Also, Universal Express Pass is accepted.
Now, there's so much to do at Universal Studios Florida, but this attraction, we really like it. It's a must do. Now, out to the 2 Universal Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios parks, I do feel that this is in the lower end of all the coasters, but we're not talking about Islands of Adventure, that is for another video. Now, let's talk about the wait. Like I said before, this can get quite a big wait time, but we wouldn't wait any longer than 60 minutes.
Race Through New York starring Jimmy Fallon. This is a 4D style cinema. Child swap is available as this attraction is a little too intense for the younger children. This ride system is very similar to Despicable Me Minions Mayhem. My only downside to this attraction is the wait time. We have been on this quite a lot. Some days when it's quiet, you walk straight through, ride the attraction, and you're straight out very quickly. But on the busier days, they bring in a colour carded system. They give you a colour card which puts you into a group. When your colour's called, you go through to the attraction, and we found this process to be quite slow. The only bonus to this system is sometimes you'll get entertainment, a live band, and you'll even get to meet the panda bear. Personally, if the attraction is running the coloured card system and I entered the building and noticed this, I would turn right back around and leave. It's totally not worth waiting on this system. Now, if you walk straight in, I would definitely go on this ride. Reveng of the Mummy, a really good dark ride. This ride comes with the option of a single rider line, child swap, and it's classed as a thrill ride attraction. I have to say, for me, this is one of the great coasters in this side of the park. Jam-packed, full of special effects, sound effects, fire. It just makes the ride really enjoyable. Honestly, this is one of the rides I would say I would queue all day for. But on a serious note, I would wait 60 minutes plus for this ride. It's absolutely amazing, and we recommend that this is a must-do attraction.
Now on to our next attraction. We are now heading towards Transformers. On this attraction, child swap is available. Now there's two rides very similar, one in Universal Studios Florida and one in Islands of Adventure. Now this one can get quite popular, especially halfway through the day. You could be waiting average on 60 minutes plus. Now if you go early in the morning, it can be less of a wait. Now if you're in the park and it's a one-day visit, but you are going to both parks, I think it's all going to come down to what franchise you like better. Do you like Spider-Man or Transformers? And for me, I would definitely pick Spider-Man.
Transformers is a motion-based simulator with physical set pieces and screens. You wear 3D glasses and you're travelling around in a ride vehicle. You get spun, you drop, and you fly around. Now we're moving on to Fast and the Furious. It's classed as a thrill ride. Child swap available and Universal Express Pass is accepted. This ride is totally not what you would think of a franchise of Fast and the Furious. It is a motion-based simulator where you travel around on a bus. If you like your high-speed chases in a bus, this is one for you. Ding ding! It's a bumpy simulator ride where you're travelling through the city, hitting potholes along your way. In this ride, you feel like you're doing top speeds, but really you're just sandwiched between a couple of screens which give you the simulated effect. Now there is another ride very similar to this ride system on the other side of the park, and that is Kong. I do find Kong to be a better version of this ride due to the animatronics and the build-up, queue, sound, and also the darker theme. Personally, Fast and the Furious is not a ride for us. Really, we wouldn't wait any more than 10 minutes in this queue. And that is us being generous. The next one is Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringgotts. Child swap is available for this ride. Also, Universal Express Pass is accepted and there is a single rider queue. You'll be riding around sets with physical elements and screen elements, which really do immerse you in the Harry Potter theming. What I really like about this attraction is the queuing area. Now, with this being a Harry Potter ride, it is quite popular, but what we have found in past experience is waiting till late on in the evening, the queue kind of thins out. We definitely recommend you check out this attraction. It's a really good roller coaster.
Our next attraction is Men in Black, and this is one of our top rated attractions at the park. But before you even go onto the attraction, you get free lockers during your visit on this attraction. Now there is child swap available and there is single rider lines as well. But remember, parties will be split. This ride is a fun, action-packed attraction. This is a classic shooting game, plus we love the spinning vehicles. So the concept is you are in New York and there is lots of aliens absolutely everywhere and you've got to collect points to win.
This is a GGO family favourite. We love to just get into this ride and see who comes out with the highest score and who's the family champion. Our next ride is The Simpsons. This one has child swap availability and Universal Express accepted. Now this is a thrill ride. Now the only way to describe this one is you're going to go on a crazy roller coaster ride. On this virtual reality roller coaster ride, you'll smash and blast your way through Krusty Land with Homer, Marge, Bart, Lisa and Maggie in an over-the-top adventure roller coaster ride.
One thing we love actually about this attraction is there's a lot of funny takes on the other theme parks in Orlando.
Now this is an older ride system and I have heard a lot of people say that it makes them feel quite nauseous due to the shaking about, ups and downs and the quality of the screens and glasses. But we have to say overall our family really enjoyed this ride and we never really get nauseous on it. This is another 4D simulator ride where you have to wear the specs. There is many of these types of rides within Universal Studios. Now, I wouldn't say it's one of the top rated rides, therefore I would only wait approximately 30 minutes. Our next ride is Kang and Kudos Twirl and Hurl. Now there's not really much to say about this one, it's a family attraction. Now it is a spinning ride, so child swap is available and also express pass is accepted. It's really just a fairground spinning ride. There's not really much off that I can really say. We've rode it a few times and enjoyed it. It's full of laughs. I wouldn't wait any more than 10 minutes for this attraction, to be honest. It's just a great filler ride in between The Simpsons and Men in Black.
Now the next attraction is E.T. Adventure. Now personally this is one of our favourite attractions at Universal Studios Florida. Now we know a lot of people don't particularly like this ride because it is one of the original park attractions. But for us this is a must-do attraction. It's such a classic and I mean it's E.T. Now the concept of the ride is E.T.'s home planet is dying and he needs your help to save it. So you'll board your flying bike with E.T. and take off on a thrilling but gentle ride through the sky. Now this is a kid-friendly attraction, plus we've got child swap optional and express pass accepted. E.T. Adventure is one of the first attractions that opened with the park and it's still there until this day. And like I said, this is a GGO must-do attraction.
We don't have many of these classic attractions left. If you remember, we had Jaws, Back to the Future, King Kong. They've all gone, but this one remains and really I would hate to see this classic ride go. So me, personally, I would keep this ride in the park as a nostalgic nod to the classic Universal Studios. I personally would wait all day for this classic beauty. I would definitely say this is an attraction that you must do if you've never done it before, and I would wait at least an hour for this attraction, if not more. But to be quite honest, you very rarely have to wait long on this attraction. Normally it's a straight walk through the queue and straight onto your bikes.
So our last attraction at Universal Studios Florida, and it is Hogwarts Express. Now this attraction is a kid-friendly attraction.
Now obviously because this is a ride that transports you from one park to the other, child swap is not available.
Now the great thing about this attraction is it can take you to the other park of Islands of Adventure, as long as you've got a dual ticket. So as you enter Hogwarts Express at the King's Cross station, you will see the train coming into the station and it is a really amazing sight to see. Through the queue they've even got like a little mini shop, I'm not going to say store, a little mini shop for all the British viewers, and they even sell British candy. One thing I would say about this attraction, it can get really long for the waits. Now if you are just wanting to experience it, remember you do have to have your park admission from park to park. Just remember, if one of the parks close earlier, remember you won't be able to catch the train to the other park. Now going back to our very first time, well not my first time on it, when I took Shane on it for the first time, it was over an hour and a half wait. Because after lunchtime, a lot of people use this as the park hop. But like I said, we've learned from that, and normally we go on it either early in the morning or a little bit later in the evening.
What I would advise is if you're on a single day visit and you're not a massive Harry Potter fan, you're probably not going to want to ride this because it does take up a lot of your time. And to get to the other park, it takes approximately 10-15 minutes walking. So if the wait time is over that 60 minutes, you're best looking at walking out the park entrance and around to Islands of Adventure. What I would say about this ride is it's really cool. So many amazing photo opportunities as you walk through the London King Cross station. That's just the attractions at Universal Studios, but there is so much more to see and do, such as the shows and events. You have the Bourne Stunt Spectacular, animal actors on location, which if you have the time we really recommend you see. You get to see all your favourite furry animal friends from the movies. Now sometimes the night bus can be a crazy wait just to speak to Mr. Shrunken Head, but definitely a fun and unusual experience if there's no wait time like I found in the past. There is so much on offer at Universal Studios, but if you're here on a limited amount of time, you really have to pick and choose what you want to ride, see and do. But there is a lot of shows which you'll find in a park as you're exploring around Universal Studios, such as the Blues Brothers and Marilyn Monroe, which are great 10-minute little shows which you can find dotted around the park whilst you're exploring. Now for more details about height restrictions, please go to the Universal Safety Guide. It's a really simple guide and very easy to read and understand. I'll put a link down below. So we hope that this video has given you some insight into the attractions at Universal Studios and the attraction lineup.
If we've missed anything, please feel free to drop down in the comments below. We would love to hear your thoughts.
Thank you all for watching, and we really hope you all have an amazing Universal Studios trip.
Thank you so much for watching. We really hope you enjoyed our guide to Universal Studios. We will see you soon for our Islands of Adventure edition. Plus we cover all the other theme parks here in Orlando. Don't forget to check out our website gottagoorlando.com for all the latest Orlando news.
And please smash that subscribe and give us a big thumbs up. So all I can really say now, guys, is TikTok.
Gotta go
Orlando, guys.
And why not check out these two videos right here.